Russ. Yeah, I'm back out on the road again. Back in our old neighborhoods. What am I riding today? This is the Lectric Express 2. Yeah, the Express 2. Yeah, this is a surprising bike. I'll say that. Surprising because it's got more pep than you would think. Yeah, I mean, it is a class 2 bike, but you hit the throttle, this thing goes, man. It's got some power to it. It'll cap out at 20. Throttle to 20, pedal to 20. So I made some modifications to the bike. As you know, I put the left-handed mirror there, as I did before. That's the X needle mirror. I put a cell phone mount, flipped my bike, my mirror over, I flipped my phone over because text messages always come in and I'm too lazy to blur them out for you. So I just flip it over. Anything comes in and needs my attention, I get a notification anyway and I can check my watch. Yeah, see how that works? But I don't like really having the phone in my pocket when I'm pedaling and things. It's kind of gets in the way. I usually keep my phone in my front pocket, so that makes it tougher, right? Let's go this way. And then Lectric sent me a suspension seat post. Yeah, I mentioned that under review. I said, where's my suspension seat post? Well, they sent it to me. Yeah, a lot of the early adopter people got free extension seat posts, but sounds like they forgot to give it to a number of people. It sounds like they forgot to stick it in the box. So an email came out and said, hey, sorry guys, it's coming your way. So they shipped it. So they didn't just ship it to me, they shipped it to anybody else that had ordered during that time period, and they get theirs as well. And then I changed the saddle out. As you know, I'm not really a big fan of the Lectric saddle. It's a little narrow for my big butt, so I needed a bigger saddle. So I have a Bikeroo saddle on here. It's actually the old Bikeroo saddle I first bought when I got my very first bike. Yeah, and so that one has a little bit more cush to it, although it's wearing out. You know, I've been sitting on it for like 5 years. It's been on other bikes. It's been on Magicycle bikes and other bikes that I had. So it's kind of made its rounds. Here, let me show you what the bike looks like. Let me just pull off here somewhere. This is as good as the next. Let me just pull off here. All right. Oops, hit the pedals there. Made it sound like it was like zipping by here. Here, take a look at the bike here. So that's what the bike looks like. Yeah, it's a nice looking bike. I like it in the white color. Here's the mirror, as you know. Here's the cell phone mount. Here's the saddle. This is the old Bikeroo saddle. They don't make it like this now. It's a nice cushy. The other ones are a little stiffer. This is the suspension seat post. There's a little suspension thing here. You do feel it. This is a step-through design, so you can just put your legs right through it. Although I find that it's a little bit higher up than maybe some people are used to. So just be aware, it's a little bit taller of a step through. And this suspension seat post is pretty long. In fact, the seat post they give you with this bike is super long. It's longer than the suspension seat post. And the suspension seat post is super long too, but the regular one is really long. I'm not kidding, really long. I don't know what the maximum rider height is, but whatever it is, I would believe it. It's so long that I wouldn't even need it. I'm 5'10". I don't know, 6'3", 6'4", easy. That's what I would say. It's that long. Yeah, you'd be surprised when you pull it out of there. It's like, wow, this thing keeps going. It's super long. So anyway, I'm back home for a short time. I had to get back this weekend because several of my bikes were sold this weekend. And I think it was Tuesday last week, 3 of the bikes were sold there too. So a total of 6 bikes have gone. Yeah, now you might be wondering which bikes went away. Well, I'll tell you, let's see. Tuesday we had the Lectric Trike 2 750 watt trike went away. I found out I wasn't riding it that much. Yeah. So I needed space, so I says, okay, time to move it on. And then the Xwing L20 3.0 went away, and also the what was the third one that he bought? So all went to the same person. And then he bought the what was the other one? Oh, it was the Himiway A7. Yeah, his brother bought that. So the two of them came on Tuesday, and they bought the 3. And then he came back again on Saturday and bought the other Xwing. So he has the EP2 3.0 as well. So between him and his brother, 4 of them went to their area. And then this morning, 2 other bikes sold. The Magicycle Deer, 26-inch Deer with the neon green color with the extra battery. That sold. And then that family also purchased the Lectric X Peak 2.0. Yeah. Yeah, I kind of hated to give that one up, but like I said, we need space. So certain decisions had to be made. People were always asking me, how do you decide which ones go and which ones stay? Believe me, it's a heart-wrenching thing for me. I really like my bikes, and always feel bad when one goes away, because I always feel like, oh, I shouldn't have sold that one, you know. But they gotta go. This has gotta go. I figured this Express 2 is here now. I'll ride this instead of the X Peak 2, although they're different bikes, right? This is a commuter style bike. The Express 2 is or the X Peak 2, I'm sorry, is a 4-inch fat tire bike. This one is not. This is, what is this, 2 point something? I don't know what the width is. It's pretty narrow, right? And different type of tires and everything. But I figured, you know, whether it's this one or that one, at least I still have one of the Lectrics to be able to ride. I still have the Expedition 2 as well. That's the cargo bike. That one I'm going to hang on to. Yeah, I like that bike. Plus it has the double batteries with me, so it gives me more range when I need it. And yeah, so that one hangs around with me all the time. And what else? Yeah, so they bought the Deer and the X Peak 2. So yeah, 6 bikes in the course of I don't know, a week and a half, let's say. It's not so bad, right? There's still a number of bikes, and a couple more are still coming in. So yeah, at least I feel like there's space a little bit for me to put into new bikes. Had I not sold the 6 and had to take into 2 more, yeah, we would have been overloaded again. Yeah, so we have a number of Himiway bikes, we have a number of U-Free bikes, we have a number of, well, 2 of the electric bikes still are here with me, and then which is the other one? So that's a short memory. The Velotric, yeah, Velotric Summit 2. I kept thinking, I knew the model, I knew the brand name, I just couldn't remember the model number. Summit 2. That was up for sale, but I decided to pull it. I'm going to hang on to that one for a while, because if I sell that one, I have nothing to represent Velotric. And I'm actually surprised that one didn't sell right away. I thought once I put it up there, it would move quickly. The thing is, I didn't really talk too much about it. So what's still up for sale up there? The U-Free Stellar Falcon, the red one, yeah, the original is still up there. Yeah, so what I did on that one, the price still remains what it is. If you looked at the website before, you know what it is. You get a free rear basket now with it, and that is the metal basket that clips onto the bike rack. Yeah, so you don't get the liner or anything. All you get is the basket, okay? Because I still need the liner for future baskets that they will send to me. But I figure I'm going to throw that in there for anyone who wants that Stellar Falcon. It's a nice looking bike. It's a mid-step. You know, when they say mid-step, you know, in my mind that's a step over bike. It's mid-step. It's too much of a step. I can't step over that thing, step through that thing. To me, it's still kind of like a step over bike as far as I'm concerned. So that's the only one up there right now. Yep. So what's in the house? Well, let's see. Several Himiways. So we got the Himiway D5 2.0. We have the D5 2.0. Look at that. Did you guys see that? A little squirrel. He stopped in his tracks too. He wasn't sure what to do, so I stopped. So anyway, the D5 2.0 26-inch and two of the D5 2.0 20-inch bikes are there. The what else do we have? Trying to remember all these things. U-free bikes are here. So we've got well, right now in the house, the not Solar Sparrow, the Stellar Falcon, and then the Stellar Falcon 2 is in the house. The City Robin prototype, that's of City Robin 3, plus the replacement City Robin 3, the actual production version, we have that too. And then the Solar Sparrow chain is in the house. My original belt version, what happened to that one? I gave that back to U-Free because I knew that these models were coming. And then, so I said, okay, just take this one back. So when he dropped off the City Robin 3 prototype to me, they took back the Solar Sparrow from me. So, you know, that was my decision to give it back to them. I said, sure, you guys sell it. One less thing for me to deal with it. And then, what else is still there? I'm trying to envision it in my mind right now. What's there? The Segway Mayan is still in the house. This Express, of course, the Express 2 and Expedition 2. I think that might be it. I don't know. There's a lot less bikes in here now. Yeah, it's a 12 or 13. I don't know, something like that. So the two more coming in, that brings it up a little bit more again. But you know, it's in preparation of those coming in, and who knows, others might show up too. But the two are the bikes that I know that are coming in eventually. So what am I doing back here? I mean, if you saw the last video that I posted, you saw that I was out in a different area. Yeah, I'm heading back out in that area again, just to let you know. I'm not done with the things that I'm doing out in that area, you know, helping do projects, family project things. And I said, well, I got to go back. I only came in because the bikes needed to be sewed, and this was the weekend that everyone wanted to do it, and it was perfect because, you know, you got both guys wanting on a Saturday and a Sunday. So I said, yeah, I'm coming back to do that. But my stuff is not done over there, so I got to go back. So I'm doing these rides a little bit earlier because I may or may not have the opportunity to ride while I'm back where I'm going back there, because I saw in the weather report it's supposed to rain this whole week. It's been rainy, man, really rainy all over the place. So if it rains, I won't be able to go out. And so I said, well, I better go out while I can go out. Yeah. It rained today, this morning. It rained and it stopped now. So I waited a little bit to make sure that the roads were at least dried off a little bit, which they are. But you can see around, you know, if you look at the sidewalks here, still wet, you know. But where I'm riding is fine. So that's good. Let's move the pedal assist level up a little bit there. Yeah, there's no ghost pedaling on this bike. Let's move this up faster here. Let's go to turbo mode. Pedal a little bit harder here. I'm on torque sensor mode. So I'm able to go faster. If I pedal hard, I don't know whether the bike is actually helping me or it isn't. But if I pedal hard, I can exceed the 20 miles per hour, no problem. Did I put this on class 2 or 3? I don't remember what I've done. All right, we're gonna have to pull over and take a look. Let's do that. It's probably the best way to do it. Got to find an area where there's nobody around, because I'm on side streets here. Let's pull off here. I usually use the curbs. All right. Let me see if I can pop into this here. Screen brightness. It's on 3. Okay. Sleep, distance, trip, time, tire, bike's classification. Yeah, I am on class 3 right now. Yeah, okay. Let me pop out of here. All right. Let's get moving. Yeah, I was thinking, why is it going past 20 miles per hour? Yeah, it is on class 3. So you can do class 3 on this thing, as I remember now. If you pedal to 28, but it will only throttle to 20. That's why I kept wondering, am I on class 2, class 3? Because the throttle will only go up to 20 on me here. A lot of bikes do that now, but other bikes, they don't. Like the Segway, they will do class 3 on pedaled, but they totally disable the throttle. That's true class 3, okay? I would call this pseudo class 3. I like pseudo class 3 better. In fact, I prefer class 3 100% 28 pedaled or throttled. But a lot of bikes aren't doing that anymore. A lot of bikes are now are basically gonna either totally disable that throttle or they'll limit that throttle. Yeah. This is just a sign of the times. This is what's happening. So, in fact, I mentioned to the person who bought the Deer and the XPeak 2.0, which they've now just called 2. They dropped the 0.0. They used to call it 0.0. They don't need that. It's not a computer. XPeak 2, right? I told them, I says, yeah, I went to a left-handed throttle, and the reason is because we've got trigger shifters now on the right side. Like the Deer that they bought has a right-handed throttle because it has the SIS shifter from Shimano. This has the trigger shifters from Shimano, and there's just no space. It eats up so much extra space now that it's easier to put the throttles on the left. So a lot of bikes are doing that at this point. It's okay, you just got to get used to it. I'm actually pretty used to it at this point. In fact, to me, the left throttle is more common for me feeling than the right now, because I've done it so much. You know, the bikes have shifted over. So it's just a matter of getting used to it. You know, some people put up a real big stink about it, but believe me, you can get used to it over time. The first few times you ride it, it'll feel a little more foreign to you, because if you've had a right-handed throttle your whole time, and if you're brand new to bikes, yeah, it doesn't matter to you one way or the other, does it? If you start out on the left and stays on the left, you feel that's normal then. Yeah, it's just what people are used to, that's all. Alrighty, anyway, just wanted to make a quick ride for you guys here. Hey, if you liked the video, go ahead and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already done so. I'll try to do more if I can. And let me say this, if you want to see some other things too, or want to hear some other things besides, you know, us just talking about e-bikes, go to the More from Russ channel. In fact, I'm going to continue riding this bike and talk about some other stuff on the More from Russ channel, okay? So I'm going to keep riding, but I'm going to put it over there. So if you want to hear more from what I had to say, shift over to that video, okay? I don't know if it'll come out the same day. A lot of times when I do these videos, I'll kind of alternate the days, but if I have a lot of videos, then I'll put them on the same days sometimes. But this one will probably alternate. We'll see what happens. See you guys over at the More from Russ channel. Talk to you guys next time.